Needed the one. Oh, that'd be a dope intro. As if we should do that. We should get like applause, like yay, like it's the Shaz.
Oh, like a whole crowd doing that, dude.
It sounds like applause, and then like we come in like, or we can have one of us being like introducing the Shaz, and then it's like a bunch of claps, and then like we start talking.
Like, is that us doing that?
Yeah, it could, yeah. But we do it in a different voice, so it doesn't sound like us.
We need to put something like that, like on a pad, so you just press the button and it says "Introducing the Shaz."
Yeah, we do need like audio drops.
Yeah, dude. Hey, welcome to our show.
We don't need an intro. That was a good enough intro. Yeah. We can just talk. We can talk about how to make this podcast better.
We're not even. Podcast. Yeah, we're literally not going to cut any of this. This is part of our podcast.
I wasn't planning on it.
All right, cool.
Did you want to cut some of this?
No.
We're not cutting any of it.
That's what I want. Just so you know. All right. So on my Snapchat news here. The first thing we have is IGN fix. I'm not sure.
Dude, it's Snapchat. Literally,
this isn't news.
It's not news. It's just It's just something to get sucked into to divert your attention. You know, like.
Well, like all entertainment, basically.
Snapchat was fine when it was what it was, but then they had this update that like gives all these bullshit stories. Women. What does it say? Woman blames
sewage problems on condoms.
That's probably true, dude.
I mean, that's news.
Dude, right? Now this news is literally trash because it's like, here's what happened, here's a short description. Here's what happened, here's a short description. Like,
and then it's
making people think they know what's going on when in reality you just got one blurb and who knows how much of that is like biased or.
Well, I feel like all the news sources are all one-sided, like to the extreme.
Right.
And like, I mean.
Here, what else we got? Other than now this 13-foot-long alligator weighing around 700 pounds was discovered in Georgia. I mean, that's some good news, dude. I'm glad I know that now.
But like, why? What am I gonna do with this information? Like now, if anyone asks me,
it's just something to scroll through when you're like shitting.
If anyone asks me what the biggest alligator you've heard of was, it has to be this one.
Right. Be like, oh, no, I just saw now this news. There's a 700-pound alligator. Man.
But I've never seen another alligator. I've never seen one.
Did you see the clip of the one on the golf course that was running around? That was literally, it had to have been like that size or bigger.
Was it?
It was literally a monster. It was huge.
Was that recently?
It was like a year or two ago.
If they didn't cover it, I didn't see it.
If they didn't cover it, then they're fucking hypocrites for covering it now, dude. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
What else we got? Fuck now this news.
Is brother news?
Brother, yeah. What even? All right, so we got the foolproof guide to dating a woman. Number 18. Number 18. Actually ask her out. And the text says, "Hey, would you want to go out on a date on Friday?" And then it says, "Want to hang? It means nothing. You don't want to spend 3 hours on a maybe date, and neither does she." Now, here's the thing.
I mean, there's a grain of truth. There's a grain of truth in
here.
I'm
thinking, I feel like if we bump the table, it's going to pick that up. Like as we're bumping it, it'll pick that up.
Yeah, probably.
I can test it out. You're getting it here first, folks.
Play by play. That's what this is.
Yeah, that sounds really bassy.
Just hitting that.
It's gonna be really annoying. So
we just shouldn't touch the table.
Don't even touch it because it's gonna be like bad ASMR. Like,
oh, in the future we'll just not have this on the table. We'll have it right in front of the table. All right, so we need more.
Hey guys, today welcome to my ASMR.
We need more advice for asking out a girl.
Welcome to my ASMR channel.
Bonus points for asking her out.
It's gonna sound terrible.
That's what number 17 is.
What even is brother? Like, it's not new. It's just like sharing memes, but like,
you know what
pisses me off the most? You know what pisses me off the most? Dude. Okay, where is this one? It's like all of them do this. It's like who's like Barack Obama said what? And you're like, oh, what did Barack Obama say? And it's like a fucking meme that's not even anything that he said. No, yeah, try hard.
Try hard.
So it's always. I mean, it doesn't say some clickbaity thing now, but. Sorry, I'm probably covering it up. But it's just like stupid memes, and it's like,
yeah.
Alex says what? Alex did what with his hand? You click it, it's just a fucking meme with a picture of your hand, and it's like, dog, come on.
Did this fan fall in love with Dylan Francis?
You know what I Probably, yeah,
but,
exactly. Dude, that's something I also hate about journalism nowadays, is like, you can tell just by the headline what point they're trying to make. It's like, they're leading you on with the title. Like, like exactly like that one. Like, did they?
But it's like why does it matter to you?
Well, in terms of like
Or
politics,
affect your
if it's like a story on politics, like
They never are, though.
did Nancy Pelosi like I can't even think of a
Bro,
example.
I'll find one. All right, just keep.
Here, let's
going.
move to Twitter. Snapchat is just a cesspool.
Twitter's not.
Twitter
better.
at least pretends to kind of show you news, even though they're like, here, this is what's important when it's not. Like,
Let's check out the most popular news story. Luke Perry died. Luke Perry's death sheds light on stroke
I
prevention.
heard of that. I didn't really know him.
Who
that
is
well.
Luke Perry?
He's a.
Is that guy?
Don't
Is
say
that
it
him?
like. Don't say it like. Who is he?
Well,
If someone
my
hears you, they're
personal
gonna be like,
experience is that I don't know who Luke Perry is.
he was in 90210 apparently, which I've never seen him too
No.
young for. But he's a
Is that all he's known
popular
for?
actor.
Oh, he's a current Riverdale actor. That's what people watch.
I've heard that shit.
52. Massive
That
stroke.
sucks,
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
That sucks.
It's too young, man.
That's some Twitter news right there, dude. Dog. Damn.
Is that what people are talking about right now? Oh, it's 23 minutes ago. What else are they talking about?
That was like yesterday or something. That happened like yesterday or a
Barstool.
couple days ago.
Pete Davidson and Kate Beckinsale.
What happened?
Tonsil hockey photos. Had a
Dude,
surprise
seriously,
cameo.
I am so sick of hearing of
What?
Pete fucking Davidson.
He's so
Just let the
unimportant.
man live his goddamn life. Like,
All right, well, this is kind of disturbing. Why are they making out at a fucking basketball game?
because he probably is.
Oh, it's a hockey game.
He's looking for fucking. It's a cry for help, probably.
It's pretty.
Not to pass judgment on the boy. I'm sure he's a good boy.
I mean,
That's hot though, dude. If I was that guy sitting right next to him,
who?
yeah. Oh, dude, his face. It's like he knows. He's like,
That's the guy from Queer Eye, dude. That's Anthony.
never seen it.
It's a good
Is
show.
it really?
It's a good show, yeah.
That's a weird. I mean, maybe it's just a bunch of famous people sitting next to each
Anthony,
other.
yeah. I mean, probably. But literally, who goes to a hockey game just to make out
It's
in
a
the
cry
stands?
for help, dude. It's gotta be.
Like, does he not know that there's people with cameras
he-
fucking looking at him?
Absolutely, he does probably.
Like, what a fucking tool. The PlayStation 2 is 19 years old today. Okay.
Dude, a lot of this stuff is kind of like
It's pretty old.
someone will tweet a realization, and then like people will be like, "Oh, really?" Like
And then
is there like a
becomes
first
trending.
tweet or like did Sony tweet it or just some random
I think
person
just some
says
random dude just said it.
Right, and it
was
has a bunch of-
thing. Yeah.
complex posts? I mean, I'm sure it's just everyone knew about it.
And then
but-
everyone's just commenting, "Damn, 19 years ago, fucking 300."
Dude, my favorite
favorites.
thing. My
Why?
favorite thing is like, holy shit, dude. The '90s were like, 1990 was like 30 years ago, dude. Holy shit, bro.
What was so good about
Time
the 90s?
happens. What?
What was so good about the 90s?
People were really nostalgic about the '90s, dude.
I was in the 90s for 5 years.
I didn't come online until 9/11 happened.
You didn't come online?
Yeah,
What do you mean by that?
like my memories. I don't remember back.
Oh, like
No,
like
honestly-
that was like where your memories started. Was 9/11
Yeah, the
in 2001?
So the first plane hit, and I was like, "Wait, something's going on." And then the second plane hit, and I was like, talking and walking and all that
you just
stuff.
knew. Oh,
No, honestly, I don't even remember 9/11 barely. I don't think I even remember.
I remember being in school.
I had to have been like in preschool, but I don't. I remember preschool.
How old? 2001. How old were you? Were you like 4?
I was born in '96. I went.
So you were like 5.
I was 4ish, 5. Yeah, so I was probably in preschool, and I remember. I have a lot of memories from preschool, but I don't remember 9/11.
You have a lot of memories from preschool.
Do you not?
No, I don't. What do you remember from preschool?
I remember so much. I was reading in
what?
preschool, not to brag.
The only thing I remember from preschool is just a friend I had, and that's it.
Dude, I have so many memories from preschool.
Like what? What do you remember
I
doing
remember
in
this
preschool?
one time, my parents, dude, I could literally just rattle off. One time my parents went out of town, and so my uncle, I was staying with my aunt and uncle. My uncle drove me to school, stopped at a donut shop on the way, and I was worried we were going to be late.
Right.
I have a memory where I went to the same school as my cousin, and I would like cry. We would both like cry after school each day because like we were leaving each other, and our parents
Aw.
would be like, yeah, well, you know.
Even though you're gonna see each other next day.
I remember seeing The Office because I was reading The Office in the school because I was reading at that time because I was like, really, really super smart. And I looked at the office sign or the door to the office, and I'm like, off ice. What does off ice mean?
Because you didn't know
as smart
words.
as I was, I wasn't actually that smart.
You didn't know like actual like human words.
I knew
Just
words.
kid
I was
words?
reading.
Oh, okay.
I also my preschool teacher bragged on me to my mom about it because
Like about you and your smartness?
About how I'm smart. I'm super smart.
Oh, so that's why you.
I also remember.
Complex.
Here's another memory.
No. Nah, you're good, dude. Keep going.
This other memory. Hey, any complex I have is well deserved. My other memory.
Yeah. What is
dude,
it?
look at all this good audio we got right here. That's good stuff. Except, were we talking like way louder at the beginning?
That might have been when we were hitting the table. Let's be honest.
Oh, probably.
I don't know though.
Good thing we don't.
Well, I just keep hitting it. So
Going right. All right. There was another memory where this is some good stuff. My preschool teacher would read to us a book called Pizza. Pete's Pizza, and it was like
Pete.
Pete, yeah. And so it was like a book about how a mom, like Pete would like get on the floor and a mom would like throw things on him and pretend he was a pizza. And so our preschool teacher would do that to us, and she had like little red blocks that were like the tomatoes and the cheese. And
See, I thought she was actually just throwing.
And I also, dude,
pizza.
I vividly remember that room. That's crazy.
Like
There's like a bunk bed, and underneath there was there's no bed. There's like a bunk bed, and then underneath there was like a little cubby like space where you could like hang out and read.
Bunk beds. Where did you go to school?
I went here in town. I went to an elementary school. One of the elementary schools here.
And they had bunk beds in the classrooms. Is that what you're?
No, it wasn't
right now?
like it was a bunk. It was one bunk bed. There was maybe like a mattress on the top one, but the bottom one there was.
Why are there mattresses in the rooms? Are you
It was
sleeping?
no. It was like,
Was it for napping?
dude, this is preschool,
Right.
dog.
So you're napping.
There's like, you walk in, there's like cubbies, you put your shit.
Right.
You walk over, oh, there's a sink right here. What else was like to the left? And then like straight forward was like our reading area, and then the back left was that's like where all our toys and shit were. That's where the bunk bed was. There were windows out to the.
Like,
Take me
why
back,
would
baby.
you have a
Take me
bed?
back.
Dude, you must have gone to a nice ass school. I mean, I guess I do remember preschool. I'm getting
It's just
I'm getting
as nice
random
as-
memories now. No, I mean, we
Am I
slept on the
jumping?
floor.
I did. I slept on the floor in kindergarten.
I think
took
we were
naps.
given a mat and nothing else, and then we're told to sleep on this
Dude,
tile
honestly-
floor.
Oh, no. Yeah, so preschool was half a day. That's why we didn't
Right,
nap.
yeah,
In
right,
kindergarten, you go the whole day. We would have part of our
I guess it was kindergarten then. What I'm talking about.
part of our like school supply list you get at the beginning of the year. You had to
Yes.
buy a towel that we slept on. Like we would be like on the hard ass tile floor with a
Right.
towel.
The towel. Yeah, we were given like a yoga mat, I think.
Oh, lucky.
Like kids.
Dude, what kind of, you must have gone to a nice ass school,
It wasn't
bro.
nice. No,
You
it
must have gone
wasn't.
to a nice school.
That was definitely kindergarten though. That wasn't preschool.
Passing all their tax levies and shit.
So that's the earliest memories you have is preschool.
I have a few from before then. I have like
I would have to
one
think.
where I'm vividly like, I'm sitting on the steps and my mom is at the bottom of the steps and she's like talking to me about how I'm about to go to school and how I won't be like there to hang out with
Just
her
like
all
the
the time.
first day of school, like ever.
No, this is like she was telling me how I was gonna go to preschool. It was probably like the summer before or sometime.
And you were aware of like the big
I
change
have-
that was happening in your life.
Not really. I just have that like that one moment. And then I have like other like blips I feel like where I was from like a baby. Maybe I have like little blips. But here's what's really weird. I have like a bunch of memories. Maybe not a bunch, but like scattered through my really young memories. I have some that like can't be real, but they feel like real memories. Like I probably got them from a dream or something.
And just
like they
remembered the
can't be real.
dream.
Like this one, so I was driving with my mom and we were driving, there's like a hill up next to the road. And there was this lady, she had like like those old timey aviator caps. You know, like
Like
where
those-
they like have
the
the goggles.
skin-
It was like, yeah, it was like
like
leather.
skin-
Yeah.
yeah.
She was wearing one of those. And she was like, there were a bunch of leaves on the ground. It was like a steep hill. And she was like trying to climb up the hill and like kept falling and like trying to get up. And my mom like up, like, and all that was up there were like driveways. So like, I don't know why. And like my mom slowed down, pulled over and was like, hey, do you need a ride? She's like, no, I'm okay. Like kept struggling to get up the hill. And that's like a vivid like memory to me. But like,
I would be questioning that.
that's
to this
so
day.
weird. It's not. There's no way that happened. Cause like, why would that lady have been doing that? I don't know. Like,
Was she
so
digging?
weird?
Was she trying to climb?
It looked kind of like she was trying to climb up and like kept losing her footing and like slide down. It was weird.
Was it like a steep hill? I'm trying to envision like the reasons that she could possibly be doing this. Like was she
If it was
hiking?
a real thing.
Yeah.
It was literally right next.
Was she wearing,
dude,
like, hiking
Madison
clothes?
Avenue?
Right.
is where it was.
Okay.
Right, like at the bottom across from Spring
Right.
Street.
Yeah.
Right there, where it's kind of a hill. It's kind of
It's
steep.
not
It's
even
not
that
super
steep.
steep. Yeah, I know.
But she kept slipping.
There's no way it was real. That's what I'm telling you.
Huh. That is a weird memory to have.
What time is it?
I feel like people do have a bunch of false memories though that like you don't.
Well, no, that's the thing.
Actually, remember correctly.
Well, no, that's the thing is your memories fucking change. You know, like
so she could have just been someone walking on the side of the road who tripped and was like trying to
or
just,
something
and
happened.
like your
right.
mom like offered to help and she was like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, it could have
been a completely innocent thing that you just randomly remember.
Right.
Let me tell you about some shit I remember from being like 6. My brother was 4.
Uh-huh.
We were at McDonald's, and my mom was outside at like the play area, and we had like eaten already, but I was like a fat kid. I was like, I want more, you know. She gave me like some money. I don't know how much it was, but I remember going in there with my little brother, being like a 6-year-old, waiting in line, getting there, telling them the order or whatever it was, and not having enough money. And what do you do as a little kid when you don't have enough money to pay for something?
You just walk away.
Well, I was just like, those numbers don't match up. I just I gave her the money. I was like, take something off, so, until I can afford it. How much
did you get?
I don't know. I might have ordered more than like I had like originally planned. Yeah, exactly.
And a number 2 and
like a meal or
10
just the sandwich, you know, the meal's like more.
They
you
just
know?
assumed you wanted.
Yes, and I like. I remember
2 apple pies.
I still think about that to this day.
That's
like
so
where
weird.
I randomly go back to that and I'm just like so embarrassed and I feel my face flush and I don't want to be anywhere near the situation that I'm in. And McDonald's is just so busy and I'm just there with my 4-year-old little brother. He's looking up at me and I have no idea what I'm supposed to be ordering.
I'm in charge
All
here,
of a sudden I know nothing and I'm just like, give me something, you know? Give me the money back.
But what's funny is, like, as anxious as you probably were, it wasn't a big deal.
No, it wasn't at all. It was not a big deal in the slightest. And my 6-year-old brain just couldn't deal with that. And it's still like, oh, that was the worst thing that could have happened to you. Like, but no, it's not.
If I have any good,
it could have been so much worse.
Dude, okay, here's something I had really embarrassing happen to me in kindergarten, which wasn't at all embarrassing.
Kindergarten, wow.
We had these, so it was like Christmas time, and we made these little like flip books of like stories about like our home or something, like here's this, here's that in my home or whatever. And there's this one page where I was like, I said, there are some candy canes in the cabinet. I wonder if my mom will let me have some. And then there was one day where like all the parents were invited into the classroom, and we each like took turns. I don't think I read it. Someone else read it. Like maybe the teacher was reading it for me. But like the teacher took turns reading each of our little flip books we made. And when she read that part, for whatever reason, I was like, "Oh, like, that's so embarrassing. I don't want everyone to know." Like,
you want?
I don't know if I can. Well, I don't like thinking back on it now. Obviously, it doesn't make any sense. But like, I remember in that moment being like, maybe just like the fact that I didn't think that was gonna get. I didn't know that was gonna get shared with people. And so, like,
they didn't tell you that, like, all the parents are going to come in and we'll let them all know what you guys like.
Let them all know secretly.
Right.
I don't know, because, like, I was, like, a weird kid where I was, like, secretive and, like, worried. Like, I didn't want my parents to know weird things. So, like, the fact that, like, just, like, that kind of triggered that in me where I was, like, oh, no, like, I never was going to tell her. I never was going to, like, ask for a candy cane. Even though, like, it's not like they were for something special. I'm sure I had one anyways. I'm sure I could just have a candy cane whatever the fuck I wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Just silly shit.
Just literally little kid worries.
Little kid fucking worries.
Little kid worries, dude.
We should have checked what time or started a timer for how long. I just checked your phone a little bit ago. It was like 10-ish. So it's been at least like maybe like 15-ish minutes.
Yeah, dude.
Not that we should be checking the clock all the time, but
should have set a timer. Didn't.
Right.
Just to see where we're at.
Did it. Well, though,
fine.
now.
It's fine, dude.
Oh, you're not going to set one now?
Well, what's the point now?
Well, we know it was like 15-ish minutes. And then we'll add it to what it is now.
Oh, so you checked like when we started, kind of?
Yeah, like a few minutes in, I was like, "Oh shit!" And I looked at your phone and.
Okay.
Oh shit! Are we not supposed to be cussing? Is this a family-free podcast? Family-free, family-friendly,
family-free for sure, dude.
Free for families, expensive for.
Do you remember your first
single people
girlfriend?
Yeah.
All right, wait, no. Let's get less specific. Do you remember your first kiss? Actually,
same thing.
Specific.
Same thing.
Really?
Same person. Well, no. My first girlfriend was
because my first. Like, okay, kiss is different than girlfriend. Kiss is like, you can be a little kid and you can kiss a girl. But I mean, I wouldn't count them as being a girlfriend. You know, going out to like do some shit.
Well, okay, yeah, I mean,
like
I had like a girlfriend in 6th grade. Here's the weird thing.
So 6th grade.
So I grew up Mormon.
Right.
And the rule is you're not supposed to date until you're 16, and even then,
Really?
you're not even supposed to like date. You go on like the guys will go with the girls. You go on like a group date and kind of like commingle. Is the idea? Is like that's like the Mormon idea. That's
Like a
like
group
what they want you to
experience.
like a group. And then like when you're 18, you know, you can like date people.
I feel like that makes sense though.
What
To
do
the
you mean?
Mormon religion, at least, like
No, yeah,
going out
but-
as a group.
Yeah,
You
but
know, to like experience everybody instead of just like this one person.
no, honestly, it's not a bad idea.
Right.
And the thing is, I don't know. I definitely could have growing up, could have used more experience, like being more friends with girls, you know. But at the same time, my church was not like out here. It's not like out west where like you have a Mormon church and it's like everybody in your fucking community and like you have like 20 guys and 20 girls. Like this was like only ever maybe like 10 people tops in like our youth group.
That's not a lot of people.
So like it's not like we could all, and like it was like an age group from like 12 to like 18, so like 12 to 17. So it's not like we had enough people to like go on group dates. And then even if
Right.
like you ask some of your non-Mormon friends, they'd be like, "This is fucking weird."
So they don't care if you date people that aren't Mormon when you're a Mormon.
I mean, no.
Okay.
You would convert them, I hope.
That's the hope?
Into the true religion, the one true religion, and follow the one true word and gospel of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But no,
I mean, there are some religions that are like that. Is why, because I don't really know Mormonism.
right? I mean, yeah, no, it's not frowned upon to no, yeah.
like because
You
Christian
don't
people
have
are
to
like,
date
you
with
want to
them.
marry a good Christian girl, you know?
Right. But that's kind of vague. You can be like, "Oh, I believe in God," you know. It's not like they say it's yeah. I mean,
They
Christian.
prefer you to be a devout believer. Most religions, I feel like.
Well, I mean,
want
most
you.
religions it helps if you have the same belief system, but like, I don't think like definitely Mormons don't say you have to date within the church, but
Right.
there's things that like kind of
So was your first
like
kiss
that, but-
illegal then, or was it legal?
it was illegal. No, here's the
Wow.
thing.
That's good.
Here's the thing. 12 or 6th grade, I was 12. I had a girlfriend in quotes.
At 12.
Dude,
So 4 years earlier than
you're
the
talking
Mormon
you're
people,
talking to the ace player here.
like allow you to date people. Okay.
Dog, I was like 4 years early, like, fuck this, dog, I'm busting a nut,
Right.
you know?
Well, I'm sure nothing happened
Dog, we
in,
went to
that,
the-
in that regard.
Dude, we
but-
did, dude, after lunch every day in the bathroom, just fucking like bunnies. No, anyway,
Christ.
no. We would kiss, one peck on the lips, every day after school. So I got maybe like, dog, like 45, 60 kisses in. I mean, dog,
So you
shit.
have
So
is what you're saying.
by the
kissing
time
them.
I got to middle school, dog, best believe I was macking on the honeys.
I mean,
Well,
you
where was I
could've
going with this?
been.
No, yeah. So no, it sucks because I kind of had a girlfriend. So my mom told my brother when he was in 7th grade that he could have like a little girlfriend,
What is a little girlfriend?
like
Well, you're
not an
no
actual.
fucking.
I don't know because. I mean,
You just hang out.
I don't know.
and
I
not
wasn't.
do
That's what
anything?
that's what I heard via my brother from my mom. So like, I'm sure she was like, kind of, you know, it's fine if like you hang out with a girl. So he was big into like instant messenger and would
AIM.
AIM
That
baby.
was the big fucking.
That was
thing,
the
dude.
shit. And like he told me, I remember one time he's like, "Oh shit, like I'm dating this girl now." You know how you're like, "Do you want to be a girlfriend?" Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smiley face. Good.
All right, now it's a thing.
You gotta
All
change
right.
your relationship status.
No, we hang out at school and we talk to each other about nothing because we're children.
14. Yeah. No.
But and so like I was like, oh okay, so maybe my mom was a little lenient. But I was in 6th grade. Like a following year, I was in 6th grade. I liked this girl, so we like started, you know, going steady, peck on the lips after school. And but like my mom would always give me shit because you know I'm not supposed to be dating anybody.
So she knew.
And so it always was just like this anxiety on me of like how like I felt, not like I felt wrong, but like there was always just like an unease with my parents because they would always bring it up. But then like I would still like in middle school, let me think, at the end of 6th grade I dated another girl. So 2 girls in 6th grade. Never kissed her.
Wow, dude, 2 girls.
And here's the funny thing. Here's another funny thing. She would call me. I didn't have a cell phone. Fucking landline. So I would have one of my parents be like, "Oh, you got a girl on the phone for you," when they already weren't cool with it.
But they let you talk to them on the phone.
Well, yeah, but they're not fucking cruel or nothing. Like, they're not gonna.
Well, they can still just be like,
Don't
he's not
call.
allowed to have a...
Don't call here.
Right, yeah, well, yeah.
But no, anyway, so
The extreme.
that made me really anxious because I hated that. I hated my parents being like, hey, you got a girl on the phone. So I talked to her about nothing on the phone.
Damn.
And she wanted to, like, go to movies or whatever, but I never did. Because, like, I would never ask my parents at that age. I would never be like, hey, can, like...
You need to get a ride.
I would need to get a ride.
Oh, that was the worst.
Fucking awkward shit. But she would call all the time. And aside from calling, she would email. We would email back and forth. And one time I said, hey, bitch, don't fucking call me anymore, or I will call the cops.
You told her that?
Dude, don't fucking ask me why I fucking said that.
You told this
dude,
girl
why did
that
I
you were
do
with,
that, dude?
That you were going to call the cops if she called you again?
Dude, I mean, it wasn't even... I mean, maybe I sent one email like, hey, don't call me, and then she kept doing it, so I did that. But still, like...
I'm still...
No, I was never going to call the cops on her. No. I just didn't want her to call me because I hated my parents knowing that she was calling me and, like, that I had a girlfriend and all this shit.
Yeah.
Awkward. I fucking hated it. So... Here's the most awkward thing. I sent her that. She does not take it well, obviously. He emails me back, all right, fine, fuck you, we're done, whatever. You know, in no uncertain terms. We ain't fucking no more.
We ain't fucking.
We ain't fucking.
There's no fucking
Put the
going on.
condoms back in the door, boy.
Right.
So I get back to school,
and we're
hanging out.
Wait. Back up. You're how old doing this?
This was the end of 6th grade, so like 12 years old.
Sending this email to
12 years old, paperwork all day, dog, just typing.
Learning your multiplication.
Learning my multiplication. Learning about the slave trade and whatnot.
Yeah.
I go to school the next day with, like, I'm still, the thing is, like, weird in my memory, like, I'm still hanging out with her. I don't remember her being awkward up until this point. But, like, we're, like, just, like, maybe, like, working on some schoolwork or whatever. One of my buddies goes, like, oh, are you, like, guys still dating? And I'm like, I look over, I'm like, yeah. And she looks over at me like, not knowing I hadn't seen her email yet. And so,
she
I
sent
go
another
home.
email.
She sent the email in response to that, like, fuck you, bitch, we're done. Next day, I'm like, yeah, we're still dating because I hadn't seen the email right for her, and I have her face fucking ingrained in my memory, like, she didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. So awkward. And then, like, the fucking embarrassment after I literally saw that email.
Did you like wait till you got
pains
home
me to this day.
to read that email, or did you do that at school?
I mean, yeah, we didn't like go to computers or anything. I didn't have a phone because it was
back then
in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, there were smartphones, but I didn't have one.
Right. No. My first phone was the one with those 4 numbered phones.
Mine was 4 numbers.
Where you press one of the numbers and it would be like your dad. Number 2 would be your mom.
You didn't even have a
3 would be your
dial pad,
brother.
like the whole thing?
No. Dude, I was like fucking 13 and my parents were like, here's this not actual phone.
I actually know. In
this
middle
little
school,
green piece of shit. 4 numbers.
Dude, when I was in middle school, I got a phone. And it was one of those like slidey ones. So it was like a phone. It had like the screen.
Yeah.
And then you go slide, and here's, or maybe it was like a phone with a screen, buttons, but then you slide it and there's the keyboard.
Bro, that was the
texting.
shit.
Dude,
that little
LG
keyboard,
NV3,
dude.
baby.
Oh, that's what I had too.
Yeah,
That was
so
some
dope.
Good shit.
But also, I really wish I didn't have a fucking phone.
No,
that I
it
could
taints
text.
you. It taints you as a little kid.
Dude, I literally sent the cringiest shit to so many people in middle school. I don't even want to fucking describe it.
Bro,
dude.
that needs to be an episode.
That's
Going
for
back and
another-
reading old Facebook messages that you
Dude,
sent in like
that's where I
5th
went,
grade.
That's where I went right, dude. Never had a fucking Facebook.
See, I did. And I need.
Dude, people were
these
getting
messages.
Facebooks I knew people when I was in 6th grade getting Facebooks. Like, just like a few would have them.
6th grade? That's interesting. Because people were starting to get Facebook in like my 5th grade. And people were using MySpace up until then. And like Facebook was like for old people and like adults, basically.
Nuh-uh, there's no way. Well,
in my 5th grade, it was.
I mean, maybe that's what you thought.
And everyone, like MySpace was the cool thing. Like if you use
right.
But if you use Facebook, you're like getting up there. You're like,
But, like,
you're like
Facebook
becoming a
was
more
made for
mature
college students.
person.
But I guess it's
I
like
was
a 5th grader.
Yeah, college students are adults to me as a 5th grader. Just so you know,
Yeah.
fucking 6th graders are adults to me as a 5th grader.
No, yeah, I remember being in second grade and we were doing something with the 5th graders and they seemed like
adults,
5th graders. And then I was in 6th grade looking at the 5th graders like, what? And I'm like looking at myself like, what am I?
Am I this now?
Am I a child or am I an adult? It's so funny when you're like, dude, just thinking about like, I'm only 22 and like am now grasping like how big of a piece of shit you are as a teenager.
Right.
Like, it's so crazy, dude. How can you be so sure that you're so fucking right about everything, and then you're just fucking wrong about everything? You're just a fucking piece of shit.
You think you know it all, dude. I remember that.
Everything. I know. You're like fucking hilarious.
Like, you think you have the answers for all the things that could possibly happen to you.
I know.
And then when it actually happens, you're like, oh shit, wait, I don't know what to do.
Dude, I feel like that's where like the early 20s like anxiety comes from, when you like that wears off and you're like,
Yeah.
I have no social skills. Going to the bank scares me.
Going to the store gives me full grief. Like,
I don't even want to call the doctor and make an appointment.
No. Well, it's like, I haven't gone to the dentist in like 2 years. But like, it's not like I'm not like cleaning my teeth. You know what I'm saying?
But you should go to the dentist.
Right. People tell you to do that.
But you
And
should.
it's good.
I'm telling you to do it. You should.
Okay. So
What if you have a cavity?
I would know if I would have a cavity, I feel like.
Dog, if you need me to if you need me to schedule the appointment for you, I'll do it.
I'm just saying. People have anxieties about all kinds of fucking shit.
True.
And like, it's not ever as serious as you think it is.
Never, dude.
It's literally just
Never.
all in your head. And that's like, I feel like that's the hardest thing to get past, though.
Dude, that's my problem is like, I have that about like so many things that I've got like the fattest backlog of things I should have done like years ago. That I'm still thinking about like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, fuck, like.
Well, it's like, some things that you're supposed to do and that you should do.
Uh-huh.
And then there's the things that you actually do. And those are two very different things most of the time.
Well, the way I think about it is like, there's things you should do today, and then there's things you didn't do that day.
That you should have done.
That you should have done that day, but now tomorrow you've got 2 things to do. The next day you've got 3 things
Like
to do.
go to the
You
store,
just never
do the
the things.
dishes.
Exactly.
If you fucking let it pile up, it becomes
your
just
taxes.
even worse. Yeah, dude, your fucking taxes. Oh my God. How's that?
I got to do that, speaking of.
Still haven't done your taxes?
Halfway through.
It's March.
Plenty of time, dog. What is it, April 16th or some shit? 15th?
I don't know. I did it mine as soon as I got my
I could do it. What do you use?
TurboTax.
Nice.
Makes it
Sponsored by TurboTax.
Into it.
Into it, TurboTax. I use Credit Karma because it's fucking free.
So is TurboTax.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. That's why I use it. I didn't know there's other free options.
Oh, I used the first year I filed my taxes, I used Tax Slayer. Dude, here's a funny story.
Tax Slayer.
So, Nathan, I just use it because that's what Nathan used.
Nathan, your brother?
Like when he was going to college, he had like a job, he had to file his taxes. So I was like, and I was like 18, 19, so I'm like, I don't even know what taxes are.
What's money?
What is money? And so like, I was like, all right, you use TurboTax, I'll use TurboTax. We'll do it at the same time, blah, 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 bing, bang, boom. Do it all, put it all in. And I think Nathan's username was something funny or something, and so I'm like, I'm gonna make my username something funny. So I made my username Big Cheesy 69, and so I'm getting through. I put all the information in, and at the end, I think there's something wrong. I can't remember, like something with like how I'm paying. It was like $40 or something, and so like
So you got like some enhanced version.
No, it's just it's Tax Slayer, and they
Tax
charge you
Slayer,
for it.
right.
Yeah, I don't know if I said TurboTax, but I meant Tax Slayer. And so I'm like, fuck. So I have to call them and be like, hey, like, I think there's something wrong. I'm not sure if I did this right. She's like, oh no, yeah, okay. So let me just verify your username.
Did she say it?
It's Big Cheesy 69.
You said it.
And she's like, all right.
Well, what is she gonna be like? Are you sure that's your name?
Are you sure that no? She.
What made you choose that?
Well, I'm sure she was looking at it.
Explain your reasoning behind choosing this name,
dude. I wonder if I bet she sees crazy names.
Oh yeah, dude, I see crazy names at fucking the restaurant when people order using their emails.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
I saw a weird email today, but yeah, I haven't seen any like funny ones.
The Demon Slayer, 864.
Dude, literally, people will use that shit like for their email.
I know.
Like, dude, come on.
It's like, what kind of person are you? You're not slaying demons. You're just some guy. You're named Tony, who works at the fucking Valvoline. Like, why you got this stupid ass email? Like, why not just use your first and last name?
Don't knock people working at the oil change place.
Everyone just needs to get on the same page with usernames. Like, are we gonna be creative and funny, or is it just gonna be your name?
Dude, anytime we're gonna listen to this, and I'm gonna have said literally 40 fucking times. God damn it! What were we just talking about? Oh, usernames.
Yeah.
Anytime I have to make an account for something, I will sit there for hours, just like,
what's something clever?
What's something clever? Something, because like it depends. If it's for like a game, it's got to be like something kind of cool, kind of mysterious. I don't know. Like if it's just like an account, I don't know. I'll just like do whatever.
Right.
I just like think way too hard about usernames.
The Shafts one that we have now is good. _Shafts.
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
That's like a. That's
of course,
like
we're gonna call our
name.
Instagram page the Shafts. What are we gonna
call it? We could have called
it?
it so many different things.
Sexy, meticulous.
It didn't
nipples.
have to be the _Shafts. It looks so much better than what we had before, which is the Shafts.
Super pigs extraordinaire. At the Shafts.
Or like your just first and last name, you know. I feel like people need to be more creative. I don't want to see 1,000 first name last names when I'm playing, you know, like a video game or some shit. I need to go against like Darth Maul.
Alex 4692369.
Yeah, then you're calling everyone Alex. No one's calling anyone the numbers.
That's what you should do in real life. Like you're only allowed to have only. It's like same as usernames. Like only one person can have one username. So like you'd have to be like Alex 345678892. You know.
What if we just went by numbers? What if we had to remember?
Oh, that'd be so dehumanizing.
Like a 32-digit number that's like your name.
Unit 346892. It'd be like some authoritarian, totalitarian like regime.
Sounds like jail. Yeah. There's no way that's
jail. You're known by like your last name, aren't you? And like a number.
Your number, yeah. Your cell number. Your cell whatever.
Dude, I hope I go to jail. It'd be crazy. Honestly, I
you
feel
hope
like
you go to jail.
I feel like. No, of course I don't hope I go to jail, but I hope
just the possibility.
I feel like
it's pretty nice.
I don't even know what I would go to jail for, but even if I did, I feel like just the sheer magnitude of having to go to jail would like trigger something in my brain, and like I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna make the best of this. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna be a changed person. I'm gonna like meditate every day for hours. I'm gonna study the holy texts.
Dude, I feel like jail would fuck you up.
Probably. Honestly,
like I'm not saying you specifically. I'm just saying,
dude,
it would like change you as a person. I feel like
enough being romantic about it. Like, dude, honestly, fuck our prison system, dude.
Yeah.
The fact that
it's not about reform. It's about punishment.
Honestly, dude, I was watching a video the other day that was like, it was pretty like lefty leaning, like
not a documentary, just a video.
It was a video about how there's so many cases of in our media of like shows and movies and shit of people joking about getting raped in prison, like as
joking about it.
What?
What do you mean joking about?
Well, not joking about it, or like in crime shows where they'll be like, "You better hold the soap tight," you know, when you get in jail, like the detectives talking to and shit like that. Yeah, how it like normalizes the idea of like that's just what happens in prison, and like it was making the case that like rape jokes are never funny, which I don't agree with. Like anything can be made fun of if it's done right, but I do agree that like. We shouldn't be normalizing the fact that our prison system is so broken that guards will look the other way at fucking
like heinous shit
inmates.
Going on.
Yeah, inmates getting fucking sexually assaulted, and the fact that like people would joke about that shit as if it's a given, as if like that's what we want. Like, no, fuck that shit.
Well, the thing is, they haven't asked like the people what we should actually do. They just assume
the prisoners themselves.
Well, no, just like people that aren't in prison, like people paying for like the taxes for the prison,
right?
Like
it'd be interesting to like look at the history of like how our prisons have like
ours have like stayed the same and just have increased in population. I feel like and just been shit the entire time. Where like other countries, they actually work on
and like
reform.
in like Scandinavia, like it looks like you've got like a nice apartment and you've got like rights and shit. Not that like fuck murderers and rapists. I'm not saying like they should be like treated well just cause, but honestly like. We have the worst, like, we have such a skewed view of, like, of criminals. Because, honestly, those are the people that need our help the most. But once they become criminals, we just toss them off to the side and say, you're broken, like, fuck you. Like, get out of here.
Like, once you're labeled as a criminal, you're generalized with that group of people.
Right.
Where you're just looked down upon.
Right. And you're going to see yourself as a criminal, and you're going to, like, that's going to affect your mental state as, you know... And people are, especially if you're in prison, like the guards are going to treat you like shit because, You know, you did some
'Cause
heinous
you're
things,
just a
so now
prisoner,
you're,
dude.
Yeah, so now you're
That's all I
fucking, you're
need.
wiped off you're of no import.
Well, they make you no longer a person, I feel like.
Right,
And that's
yeah.
the
You have no
goal
rights.
there.
Once you get out of prison, you can't fucking vote anymore, which is fucked up.
I think they're changing that, though, which is good. They fucking need to.
Are they?
Like, specifically
I'm
in
gonna need a
Florida.
source on that.
Like, specifically in Florida, their population is heavily, like, felonized and, like, like a huge percentage can't vote.
Florida?
Yeah, Florida.
You're talking about Florida, dude?
Florida. Yeah, surprisingly enough.
Florida.
So, like, their voting would be way different, like, if they allowed felons to vote, apparently.
Dude, let's just break them all out, dude. Just, like, let them all out and see what happens, you know?
Well, it's like there's a reason they're locked up, but is it a good reason? That's what we need to ask ourselves.
Dude, honestly, it's good that they're locked up. It's not good that they're locked up, but, like, how they're treated now, like, prisoners are some fucking crazy motherfuckers. Like, if there was a jailbreak, of one prison, like, that would be fucked, because people would be like, all right, time to rampage or some shit, you know?
But is
I
that
feel like
really
it
how they
turns
all,
our-
like... Because
Not all of them. Not all of them, but, like...
They're just,
you know,
like,
you go
caged men, you know? Just
Yeah, but, like,
dudes
you
who've
go
been
on
trapped.
Scared Straight, you see those people, like...
Well,
you got some good lips on you, boy.
well, that's like, you know...
If you was in here, I'll make you my bitch, boy.
They knew the kids would respond.
Right, no, I mean, yeah, I'm sure they're hamming it up, but...
Yeah.
Dude, Scared Straight, speaking of our fucking prison system, that's fucked up that, like... And, like, shows, like, Cops and shit, where it's, like... It's, like, for entertainment, but, like, it's
still
that's reality. That's
yeah,
what's
those
going
guys
on,
are
what's
living
going
in that
on.
situation. Even
Like,
though you're
Scared
just watching
Straight, like, is so... Like, there's got to be better ways. Because, like, you watch at the end of all those shows and they go... 3 years later, Tyrone was arrested for robbing a bank and put into prison. Like, every single one of them is like...
It's like, oh, it didn't work? Okay.
Oh, it didn't... Oh, just, like, getting angry prisoners to, like, scream at them and... That's not going to do anything?
Like, their fathers of these abused children. Like,
Yeah.
like, how is that going to help? Like, that doesn't help anybody.
I feel like the reason anybody gets into, like, a sort of situation where they, like, do crime or, like, you know... I don't know, this is maybe, like, sort of a generalization, but, like, a lack of community, like, a lack of family, like...
Something's
shit
missing.
like that. So shit's missing. It's not like you don't just take someone and go, this is what jail's like, isn't it scary? Whoa, you don't want to be here. You're going to get fucked in the ass. Whoa. Like, no, like... People, it's like what you see. So like in like urban communities, like what they see is like guns, drugs, like liquor shops, liquor stores on every corner. Like you take them to like Scared Straight, and they're gonna come back to the exact same place with the exact same problems.
They've just been there before now.
I got all the solutions here. Listen to me. I got all the solutions. What we do is no, I fucking know.
You don't know solutions.
It's a tangled web. You know what'd be dope
This is unfortunate.
at the end of a podcast. Well, we're thinking of doing a jam.
This is a very sad podcast right now.
No, dude, we had some childhood memories.
It just got sad.
You know, it just got real, bro. It just got real for a second. The shaft's coming correct with all the answers. No, it'd be kind of cool. Is like if we like kind of wind down talking about something and like a song starts to play, and then like it ends, it fades out.
That would be nice.
Like maybe like one of our songs.
We don't have anything recorded except the one.
But like also we could use like other songs.
That's true.
That sound good. I mean,
We would need to get
steal them.
shit cleared.
Steal them and just use them.
Or we could do that.
We're gonna fix this and it's gonna be like bleep bleep after me saying that.
It's just gonna be completely.
No, we're gonna steal them and we're gonna blatantly rip off artists.
We don't have to do.
But
anything.
hey, we're artists, so support us.
Right.
So we got a Patreon. We don't have a Patreon.
No. For this episode,
Send cash in envelopes.
this episode is not going to be the normal routine. This is just a test run. This is our first podcast.
Oil in the chains.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly. And there's no real schedule or form that we have. It'd probably be nice if we made one, but
That'd probably be nice.
we would like.
You want to puff this?
We just need to figure out like. I'm just gonna cough.
No, it's not. That's not that harsh. That was fake.
It's not. Nicotine makes me cough, even just a little bit.
Dead air. Dead air. Dead air.
I can feel my
We're talking
coughing
about
all
things.
you want.
We're talking about things.
So originally, our plan to end the podcast was to just have a song that we made up. However, there's so many things that could go wrong.
Here, just give me my guitar. And then you hop on the djembe. You cultural appropriator.
What am I culturally appropriating?
The djembe.
I like the
Can
djembe
you
though.
scoot back a little bit? You got room?
Do you have room?
I can
See
scoot
with
over.
just
Give you
your
some room.
little guitar.
All
All right, so we don't know how this will sound. We just have this one mic, but it's just this is all it is. This is the Shafts podcast. Thank you for listening. This is how we're gonna end some shows. So we hope you keep listening. Make sure you subscribe, and the video portion is on YouTube if you want to watch us. And yeah, we hope we'll see you on the next episode of the Shaft Show. It's beautiful.
I'm gonna mess it Can you give me some of those? Some ooze.
Oh,
That's good.
oh, oh.
Well, I'm sitting with the boys recording the show, having some time to get it on. Let's go. This is episode 1 and we're having some fun, and it's time to go on and get out. You know what it's about, yeah, you know what it's about. Got some things to talk about and get up off our chest right now. Sounds good, sounds good. One more and then I'm gonna end it. Here, well, not right now, then I'm gonna go well. And if you try, you'll make it. Scene.
Thanks for listening.